bunch of cash to bribe me. Well, if I take the money, that's a felony. Offering the money to cover up your murder is a felony. The fact that he even was recorded and documented selling his vehicles to offer me cash to cover up a murder, and he's allowed to walk around. They offered me money. They offered me cars.
It's just another thing to add to the list, and it'll all catch up to them one day. That's all.
It won't ever. The authority. You'd have to have police that actually want to show children they can be trusted. You'd have to have the military want to show children.
But even after they die, you don't think people will be brave enough to step out and say?
Oh, there are now. There are now. Now, so you think about it. So I talk about private servers, channels, and things. I don't get on any of the ones that they're on now. I know that I'm being reset so people can figure out who I talk to and where I go. Right? So, in this repeated sequence, I got back on Noseblood's Discord server. Right? I got on the same server, but I didn't get on the server where the children would be. Not that fucking stupid.
Right.
Right? You have PlayStation. What's your account? Whatever game? Oh yeah, you can do this, but I'm not gonna tell you the one that the kids are on. The witnesses. But even Jerry can attest. Kids escaped. Even Jerry can attest. He had kids physically assault me, commit war crimes. Children commit felonies, participate in rape. He had minors participate. It's videotaped, it's documented to cover up his homicide. I don't fight. Usually somebody said, you don't understand, I have meltdowns. I will call the police department in the middle. I tell my wife, and if I have a meltdown, I call, and people don't understand it, but at the very top of the military, they're like, he got it under control. You don't want that guy to wake up all the way. But I
don't know why. No, I just don't see why people don't think about their legacy and what, I mean, I know these people are slime bags, but
you're not understanding the point. The legacy. Don't ever go to the authority. When I come and rape you, when I come and kill your husband and say it was suicide, if you're a witness, don't you fucking ever trust the police. Don't you ever trust the FBI. Look at the bad guys walk. What does that tell the children?
Can't trust anybody.
They're a living test. You think about it as a corrupt police officer, you want to make sure you have living testaments for women and children to not trust the honest ones, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, as a corrupt FBI agent, you want to have women and children. You want to have a living testament for women and children to know they can't trust the honest FBI agents. Yes or no? If you're a bad FBI or a bad cop, do you not need walking, talking, living testaments to show women and children they cannot trust
the one doctor? Yeah.
They made sure those children got to see them get away. They made sure the children got to watch these men commit homicide of people trying to save the kid. Somebody shows up to save the child, we kill them, and then we pretend the homicide we protected the children. Well, the children say, no, they fucking killed the guy coming to get me. I was being raped, and then the person raping me killed the guy that was coming to save me. Well, how did you get out? Martin started an argument, and they beat him till he was unconscious, and then they went to go eat lunch, or they went to the other room, and Martin got up, snuck us out, and then went back and laid down like he was unconscious. They beat me till I was unconscious. At least they assumed so. They assumed so. I have a weird way of just waking the fuck up.
I guess the hardest part is
the kids that made it to to the Powell's house, those kids will tell you they heard me get physically stomped and beaten for 15 to 20 minutes till they thought I was unconscious. I was physically assaulted till they thought I was unconscious. So, if I'm unconscious, you can go about the rest of your business.
Right.
Well, your business allowed me to free the witnesses that you didn't know were here. Right? The child behind the refrigerator. People showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You think about being so fucking distracted with whatever you're doing to women upstairs. I have enough time. You leave me unconscious right here on the floor, and I have enough time to pull my refrigerator out so a kid can get it. You're so fucking confident in you knocking me the fuck out. I had enough time to remove the refrigerator so some kids could get out.
Now, when you're telling me this right now, are you hoping that they're on listening so that they know? All right, good. That's why I finally figured that one out.
Yeah.
And also,
I hope to hell they're listening. Because right now, you think about, because my neighbors Jerry and Alan, these corrupt FBI agents in the military and things, what are these children doing? They're passing, especially the international community. They're training other people in Afghanistan. You see an airborne ranger, you see you see an American uniform. You better kill him. You have no idea the horror I witnessed. I'm not, and I tried to make that clear. Who is training these people to kill all these American soldiers in action? Who's training all these people to kill these officers? Why does it have to get to that level? Why are these kids and these adults going, it's either kill or be killed? How did they get that cycle? What did they see? What did they see?
They must have seen something pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they're listening. I hope they're standing next to you listening.
Thanks.
Somebody, you know what I mean?
The whole, half the battle of listening to is trying to put yourself in the mindset of people that perpetrate these crimes. Like, it's so foreign to me that, that's the hardest part. Is like, remember, I think I've talked to you before about just letting yourself go there.
The reason I'm bringing this up, and I keep doing this, because there are kids. I have kids that need somewhere to go. I got places. I told you the other day, you asked me about a situation for somebody upping a donation or whatever. I said, now I don't have that place is gone. That's one more avenue of opportunity to protect a child. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Right.
It's gone. When you think about it, in real life, it's gone. And they made sure of that. The men in my community, they made sure all avenues of escape were shut off.
All I can think about is Harriet Tubman's, Underground Railroad, like, to help people. Yeah. There needs to be, like, let's all start something.
Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, dude, forget about children.
Before, if I come to you and I say I need an underground railroad for these women and children, you're going to be like, fuck you, just call the police. First, I have to show you. Really? Want to see what happens? Fuck you, call the military. Oh, you want to see what happens? I will show you why we're asking for an underground railroad. Somebody asked me why corporations. Literally, I had somebody in my life one time ask, why corporations? Why are you doing corporations? Well, where are these women and children telling you they came from? And the corporation goes, well, yeah, okay. That makes sense. All right, once they're like, why such big corporations? Somebody on my feed, why corporations? Why all these big companies? I answered it in a chat room. Where are the kids coming from? It's a Project Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Different things.
You mean about that kid that not Unsolved Mysteries, but the other guy, Adam, the kid that was missing.
Project Adam for Walmart is a missing child.
Did they name it Adam after that guy though? That was
I don't know. Research it, but
all right.
If you, it's really interesting. I was talking about it, and nothing to do with any association with Walmart or anything like that. But if you save enough children in their Project Atom thing, they make you an angel. And I always was fascinated with that. What do you mean you make somebody an angel? Like literally, like the program is like, we make you an angel. With my autism and things like that, I'm like, I take it, since they haven't said it's not literal, I take it very literal. What do you mean you make people an angel? That sounds pretty cool to me. When I was little, I could see a body of light, and people told me it was an angel, and I wanted to be it. And I was taught, you don't get carried up and become it, like some books tell you. It comes down and becomes you. So what do you mean by that?
I don't know, but my daughter just said to me, my little daughter just said to me that, Mommy, I think angels are rainbows. Like she just said that, like last night.
In real life, they have and not just like Target, Fred Meyer, a lot of big companies that do help, with missing women and children, things like that. They have programs in place, and some of them, you imagine, is it literal? Like, is it literal? Like when I die, like actually stay dead, will I become an angel? Is that what they mean? Is that real? Is that like Sam's legacy? Is that real?
Yeah, I think it is.
Real. We'll find out. I'm gonna find out.
Well, in the meantime, we're celebrating St. Martin.
Right when it sticks. When death sticks. Look, I'm not gonna be. When I die, I'm not turning into that 7-code rainbow body in Buddhism that already exists. When I die, I'm not being carried up to the vault of heaven on a horse like Muhammad. When I die, I'm not being carried up by the grace of God to the bow of a cloud to become Jesus. I want to do the opposite of the rest of the world. I want it to come down and become me. Everybody's trying to be carried up. The whole world. I want it to come up. I want to go up and become God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit. Well, I'll just try to bring God down to earth. There's a story, a very, very old story about somebody trying to bring God back down to earth. Bring God back. And that's where I take that. In real life, I think, if everybody's like, you can be carried up to that. You can become that. Really? It doesn't.
Is that almost the second coming?
Maybe, I don't know. But does it come down and become you? Wow, I keep waking up. I woke up in a fucking morgue one time thinking about that.
My God.
I can't become it. It becomes me. Why do I keep waking up? I got woke up buried in a beach in garbage bags. I can't become it. It becomes me. It's a very, very important. Talk about Tony Grout. There's a SEAL guy, very important to me. He's no longer here. My wife was asking me yesterday in the shower, what are you saying? So I was just repeating something that just hit me. I was taking a cold ass shower, and I said, just the cold shower. I said, boy, because I said, why do I need a wheeled Poseidon's trident? Why do I need Poseidon's trident? You'll have to play God. What do you mean I'll have to play God? You'll have to make the decision who meets their maker. You'll decide who meets the maker. What do you mean? When you get old enough to do the job we're training you to do, you will be some men's God. You will hold the door to who meets their maker. They'll go up or they'll go down.
I believe it. You're a good judge, Martin. Well, if anybody that can do it, you can do it.
When you think about that, though, for kids, everybody in the world, and since the beginning of time, has tried to be carried up to that vault in the bow of a cloud, that covenant that arcs, and become God? Why not see if God can become you?
Hell yeah. I'm telling you, you are onto something.
Why not?
I'm like,
What do you think of it? Everybody goes up. I want to go up. Well, why don't you just bring it down? Work on your tabernacles, your monstroses. I gotta go. Before I get
okay,
too
bye.
depressed.
Thank you.
Bye.
He slides off. What happened to him was it was a pretty effective pistol bullet. It totally